There was once a businesswoman. She was tough, both with herself and with others. She was pretty damn effective. She hustled her first prospects until they had absolutely no choice but to sign on the dotted line. Familiar? And she built a pretty successful business, 2 million turnover business out of nothing. Then one grey, rainy London day, once on her way to one of dozens of meetings she'd set up for herself every single day of the week, it suddenly occurred to her that her life was meaningless. That if she didn't do something different, something outrageous, something to feel alive again, she would disappear. And there was once a stripper. Her chutzpah, charisma, and other assets attracted crowds to cabaret venues. When she was on stage, performing, provoking, freaking people out a little bit, she was in her own element. She felt alive. She felt absolutely in her own element. Until one day, she figured out that sticking her naked butt at people somehow didn't feel as satisfying as it used to be. Maybe she longs to be listened to, not just stared at. Maybe she was looking for a bit of connection, real connection, other than just whoops and whistles of a drunken audience. My name is PAU, and those two are just two of the entire collection of my alter egos I decided to introduce you tonight. And the only reason I've done this, ladies and gentlemen, is to encourage you, every single one of you, to think of your own collection of alter egos. On their own, they may seem a little bit ridiculous, like the stripper, or a little bit pitiful maybe, like the businesswoman. But together, they are your real, authentic power. And when you allow them to meet and to learn from each other, I promise you, your life will change. I'll give you an example. What the stripper learned from the businesswoman was to be professional, to actually treat her profession seriously. Some of you here look like you've seen a lot of strippers, and those of you will know there are some pretty average strippers out there, and there are some pretty fantastic strippers out there as well.
Yeah.
And you happen to be in luck, ladies and gentlemen, because the queen and the mother of London burlesque scene is actually here with us tonight. Yes. So, yeah, that's probably the best stripper you'll ever get, so we'll hear from her later. But what the stripper also learned from a businesswoman is how to, listen to this, calculate ROI. Now that sounds really serious. What it boils down to is this. If you buy £300 crystal-studded heels for a gig, just one gig, which pays between £100 and £150, it may not be the best return on investment ever. Now, what the businesswoman learned from the stripper? Loads of things. First of all, don't treat yourself too seriously. Allow yourself to be fully seen by your fans, by your critics. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, be authentically proud of sticking out from the crowd.
Yes.
Yes, baby, yes. Yes, yeah. Inhabit your body, feel it, live in it, be proud of it. You know, this whole notion of body confidence, some people think of it as a kind of coachy bullshit bingo kind of thing. I hear them, I know what it means, because actually it's difficult to pin it down. What is it actually? What I like to think of it is that it's not just a mindset, but a set of actions, so and pretty much an ongoing thing, that allows your body to trust you. Confidence, confido from Latin, is actually with trust. Isn't it interesting? Mindset and a set of action that allows your body to trust you. And for me, let me actually talk to you a little bit more about it, because as you can see, I'm actually really interested in this stuff. For me, it comes from three things: what you put in your body, what you put on your body, and what is your body's output. What you put in your body, depending on your outlook, it may or may not include other people's body parts. I'm talking about food here. Aubergines. Cucumbers. No. How does it feel when you actually authentically listen to your body and its needs? I'm talking very much from experience here. I spent 6 years of my life numbing my emotions with food, approving my willpower with not eating for months on end. So that makes a huge difference when you are actually in tune with your body. What you put on your body, we've heard about knickers. But how do you feel when you spend that 5 minutes, that little ritual at the beginning of the day, choosing your custom-made suit, maybe a fantastic little accessory, like Shay is absolutely the queen of that, or a drop of that expensive perfume that you bought for yourself? And finally, what is your body's output? For me, that means, how do you allow your body to move and express itself? And that could be a weird, funky sports class, or it could be a night out dancing, or it could be a night in of passion and tenderness and whatever else your body might be in the mood for. And the reason I'm really passionate about this is that your relationship with your body affects pretty much every other area of your life. Obviously, health and well-being. Obviously, love life, but also business and wealth. Being in business myself, I've met so many beautifully talented people who, by the time they were ready to really take off with their businesses, completely burnt out, because that relationship between the mind and the physicality was somehow broken. And as you may know by now, I'm a woman of many hats. One of my most recent ventures, actually, is all about creating that little vulnerable, protected, safe space for people to, for one day at a time, be able to explore that relationship with their own body. And if you feel that perhaps that relationship is somehow broken, and perhaps you're not able to live your full potential because of it, buy me a gin and tonic and let's talk. But before that, I'd like to leave you with one challenge. Who's up for a challenge, ladies and gentlemen? Yes! Okay, good. That's what I like to see. This is serious. I would like to challenge you to take a week from tomorrow onwards. Seriously, take a look at different situations in your life, whatever you do, work, fun, home, friends, and notice different personalities, different alter egos, perhaps a bit of an intellectual here, and a bit of a pervert there, and a bit of a child here, and a bit of an artist over there. And perhaps try for one evening, 1 hour, create a space with different aspects of you are welcome and allowed to come together. I guess what I'm really inviting you to here is to take a look at your alter egos, seize them, fall in love with your own uniqueness, and never look back. Thank you.